Former President Bill Clinton and internationally known DJ Steve Aoki joined forces to encourage millennials to go out and vote at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. Clinton hypes up the crowd and delivers an important message.
But you in the future, you're tomorrow's.
Aoki plays a 90-minute set for UNLV students, even stopping in the middle of the show to remind students to vote. I spoke with the music producer about his thoughts on the 2016 presidential election. We're here with Steve Aoki. What a great show you just did, man. That was cool.
Yeah, great crowd.
So tell us why you're out here on UNLV and what do you stand for?
I mean, it's sad. When I was sitting here and found out that the millennial vote is one of the lowest or the smallest voting groups out of all the groups out there, which means it's young voters, it's students. And these are educated people. These are people going to college and like understanding about the world and culture and the future. They are our future, and they're not voting. And I remember when I was a student, I had that kind of weird apathy too, where you just didn't go out because you're like, yeah, it's all good, like I'm gonna be all right, that invincible kind of feeling. But it's without their vote, I think that the tides would be going towards a direction that would go backwards, and that's scary. Like we've progressed so far as a country. We've progressed so far in so many different amazing ways to like benefit all kinds of people. And we have that now. There's a possibility for it to go back, and that's scary. And there's a lot of things that are scary at stake. It's getting tighter and tighter. So that's why I'm here, is because I really want to speak to millennials, student voters or students that have the possibility to vote, to go out and vote, and grab their friends and go in a group. Because I went with a group of students in University of South Florida campus, and we took cars to the polls. And the process was so fast. And that's what's like, what people don't realize, like, I have to go vote, it's going to take forever, it's going to eat up my time, I got all this other shit I got to do. It doesn't take that much time. And you go to the iwillvote.com, and it like shows your closest polling locations, which helps. And I think there's one like your library or something. So I think it's important for like people that are voting, that are like passionate about the future and like they want to make sure it doesn't go in the wrong hands, to grab their friends and take a big group and just make it like worthwhile.
Of course. And so you're here for Hillary Clinton. Could you tell us really quick, why do you support her?
Originally, I'll be honest, I was a huge, massive Bernie Sanders supporter. So I started off supporting Bernie, and when Bernie fell out, I merged with Hillary, because at the end of the day, they're both standing for around the same platforms. They might disagree on a few points, but the general platforms across the board, I agree with. I agree that we shouldn't go against Roe versus Wade, to go back. We should be progressing forward, for the safety of women and women's rights and LGBTQ rights and like just the whole concept of building bridges, not walls. It's just everything that Trump stands for, I just don't agree with at all. So I on that platform already, I don't want him to represent me as an American, And also, I'm a DJ that travels the world. I tour over 200 shows, 250 shows a year, and I travel outside of America. So when I'm representing the U.S. as an American DJ, I feel ashamed if it was someone that I'm diametrically opposed to on all political views, and that's why back when Obama was on the first round for Obama, I was heavy for Obama, and I was touring. I remember I was touring Germany at the time, and I was like campaigning from Germany. You know what I mean? Like I was doing whatever I can. Like here we are back at it again, and the stakes are even more insane because this guy is crazy. Trump is crazy, and we need to rally, and we need to all like unite behind Hillary. All Bernie Sanders fans need to like stop like being too divisive and really get behind Hillary. So, you know, our voice as a progressive voice is loud and clear, you know. So I just hope that other Bernie Sanders fans will follow suit.
Right. Well, thank you so much for coming out here on campus and showing your support.
Yep.
The students loved it. We loved it. So thank you
A lot
so
of
much,
fun.
Steve.
It was a lot of fun. A great crowd. It was an incredible crowd.
I think Steve Aoki is so cool.